Welcome. We are initiating ourselves about the organization mathematics of Gita text. The first feature with which we are initiating ourselves, to which we are visiting, is that shlokas range gaps values folds. Srimad Bhagavad Gita is a scripture of 18 chapters, and each chapter is composed as shlokas. Chapter 1 is a text of 47 shlokas. Chapter 2 is of 72 shlokas, and like that we reach up till chapter 18 as of 78 shlokas. This text is part of Ur Mahabharatam, Bhishma Parva, 6th Parva of Ur Mahabharatam, chapters 23 onwards. Ur Mahabharatam preserves that this text, which is of 700 shlokas, punctuated as 47, 72, so on, and 78, in fact is of the organization range of 745 shlokas. So this popular text, this text with which we are approaching as a text of 47 shlokas to 78 shlokas, is of the organization formats of Gita Parinam, which is taking us to 745 shlokas. So, first table to be drawn and to be comprehended well is the table of comparative table of the shlokas of the popular text and shlokas of format as per the Gita Parinam shloka. Column 1 is serial number or chapter number. Column 2 is the number of the shlokas of the popular text with us, and column 3 is giving us the number of shlokas format as per the Gita Parinam shloka. To have a appreciation of this Gita Parinam shlokas format for the popular text shlokas format, we have to proceed sequentially. As a first step, we have to reach at the difference, the gaps values. The gaps value of the popular text of chapter 1 of 47 shlokas and chapter 2 of 72 shlokas gives us value 25. However, here in Gita Parinam shloka, the gap value is going to be 29. Therefore, like that, we will be face to face with the distinguishing features which are available if we have a focus upon the gaps values. As such, as a first step of understanding the organization format of the mathematics of the Gita text, we shall draw the separate gaps table for the popular text as well as of the Gita Parinam shloka. Yesterday we have seen that the gaps values of the popular text is leading us sequentially 25, then here we are getting 29, here will be 1, here will be 13, and so on. If we add these gaps values, then we see that we have reached that value 284. And this value 284 we know is 1 more than 283, and 283 we know is parallel to the number of letters of Ganita Sutras 1 to 16. As such, the first feature, first characteristic which prominently comes to focus is that the gaps values of the text of Srimad Bhagavad Gita is leading us to value 284. However, if we focus upon the gap values of the Gita Parinam Shloka, we are in the folder, in the files folder, we have supplied you the tables drawn, and you will see and you yourself can compute as well and reach at these values. And for the Gita Parinam Shloka, this table number 28 will give you serial number 1 is the chapter number, and column 2 is giving the shlokas as per the Gita Parinam Shloka. The column 3 is computing the gap values, and column 4 is having total summation value of the gap values. And see here, this gap values as per the Gita Parinam Shloka comes to be 310. See, the Gita text is leading us to value 284. Gita Parinam Shloka is leading us to value 310. And Ganita Sutra's value is 283. Therefore, 283 is to 284 gives us added value 1. 283 to 310 gives us an added value 27. And 310 is 31 into 10. Let us have a pause here and let us focus upon these values of the Gita text, Gita Parinam Shloka's format, and the Ganita Sutras. Now see, if we have a cube, hypercube 3 space body, this body is having 27 structural components. There are 8 corner points, there are 12 edges, 6 surfaces, and 1 volume. Therefore, it is this value 27 means it is this structural setup of a cube which is being taken into consideration by the Gita Parinam Shloka. The Gita Parinam Shloka's gap values, summation value 310 is the value which is 27 in addition to the Ganita Sutra's value 283, and this value 23 is the value of the structural components of a cube. Further, we know there are 27 nakshatras. This 27 nakshatras availability along with the text of Ganita Sutras is leading us to the gaps values of Gita Parinam Shloka. Let us make a note that the Gita Parinam Shloka is preserving the enlightenment, is preserving the mathematical rule, is as that this solar universe, when is superimposed upon the nakshatras, the solid dimensional order, then the format will be the format of the gap values setup of the Gita Pranam Shloka. Now see how this value 27 as solid dimensional frame for the space as nakshatras. So this value 3 raised to power 3 when is available would mean that when this space is approached as space superimposed upon a solid dimensional frame, then the organization format of the text of Srimad Bhagavad Gita will transit and transform into the gaps values of the Gita Parinam Shloka. As such, the Gita Parinam Shloka is preserving the mathematical comprehension as that the space when is approached as a space superimposed upon a solid dimensional frame, then it makes a distinct mathematical chase format. Space and space superimposed upon a dimensional frame become two distinct formats, and both the formats are to be approached simultaneously to have a comprehension of the mathematics of the space. The mathematics of a space is the mathematics which is having a pair of features when space is superimposed upon a dimensional frame and when space is not superimposed with a dimensional frame. Space without a dimensional frame and space with a dimensional frame are two distinct situations, and in both these situations the comprehension is to be there to have the real appreciation of the mathematical setup of a space. So space and space with a dimensional frame are two distinct situations. So see, when we are having a cube as a 3-space body as of 27 structural components, and when it is superimposed upon a 3-dimensional frame, that will give 3 structural factors because of 3 dimensions, and 4th structural component would be because of an origin. So it will make a setup of 31. As such, this space with dimensional frame will give us a setup of 31 components. Cube without dimensional frame is a structural setup of 27 components. Space with 3-dimensional frame superimposed thereupon and origin of a 3-dimensional frame superimposed upon center of the cube will be having a distinct setup, a dual setup, firstly as a point of a cube superimposed in the volume, and the origin superimposed upon the center will have a status of a center as well as of a origin, and because of this dual status it will be contributing a structural component. Now this value 31 is multiplied by 10, means we are reaching a space, a 5th element, a 5 space a transcendental space which is having 3 space in the role of a dimension. Now it is taking us to hypercube of 5. Hypercube 5 is a manifestation layer 3, 4, 5 and 6. And we know that domain boundary ratio of a hypercube 5 is a raised to power 5 is to 10 b raised to power 4. Here the creative boundary is of 10 components, and hypercube 4 itself is having 5 space in the role of an origin. So 5 space as an origin of a 4 space becomes the base of the origin of a 3-dimensional frame here. So here 4 space is playing the role of an origin of a 3 space, and it is this role of 4 space as origin of 3 space which makes the setup of a space superimposed upon a 3-dimensional frame a distinct format. It is this distinct format which will be leading us to 31 is to 10 components, means the Gita Parinam Shloka preservation of the 745 shlokas range for the text of 700 shlokas is a distinct format. It is a format for a space superimposed upon a 3-dimensional frame, or a space with a dimensional frame is being approached to reach at the Gita Parinam Shloka, and while space as independent setup is being approached by dispensing the dimensional frame, then we will be having the organization feature of our popular text of 700 shlokas range. Once we are having this appreciation as that the Gita text of 700 shlokas and Gita text format of 745 shlokas are two distinct formats, and when we will be having a comparative reach from one format to another format, then we will be having a real comprehension and appreciation of the text of the organization format of the text of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. This gaps reach of the Gita's text, taking us to 284 as gaps values, is called a first fold. It is the first fold for the gaps, the first fold of the text of Ganita, text of the Gita as of value 284 is the first gap fold value, and first gap fold value for the Gita Parinam Shloka is of 310. Therefore, the gaps as the first fold taking us to value 284, and here we are reaching at value 310. Now, from this table, we have to reach at the second fold. For these gap values, 25, say we are having 25 first gap value here, then say we are having value 29. So when this range values, gaps values will be taken into consideration, and we will again reach at the gaps of these gap values as a second fold. Therefore, for proper comprehension of the organization, format, mathematics of the Gita Shloka, we have to have a pair of gaps flow streams. First will be of the shlokas, second will be as per the Gita Pranam Shloka. So this gap values in both streams will become their first fold gaps values. And when these first fold values will be available to us, then again we can reach at the gaps of those gaps values, which will become a second generation gap values. Like that, we have to reach up till fifth generation gap values for both these streams, and it is this exercise for which we have drawn the tables, and these 10 tables, first 5 tables for the Gita Shlokas ranges, next 5 tables for the gaps of the Gita Paranam Shlokas stream. Once we are at these 10 tables, then in terms of the gaps values, this range of 5 values for the Gita text, 5 values as per the Gita Paranam Shloka, this range of 10 values will provide us the basic data, basic stage in terms of which we will be processing further for further insight about the other organization format features of the text of Gita. One shall go through these tables, one shall draw these tables, and once one is firm with the reach as per these tables, then one may be in a position to proceed further for chase of the organization format of the text of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Let me stop here, and you all shall be through these tables and take it an exercise that you have to reach at these gap values tables, and with this exercise we will be preparing ourselves for further chase. Thank you very much.